suppose it's just the natural thing, really. I think I've always had sort of strong women in my life. My mum's quite, I think my mum would call herself a feminist. I hope so. Yeah, she would. She definitely would. And, you know, she's always been very, you know, instilled an awareness of the kind of double standards in the world in me, and my nan as well. And then it was just a natural progression, really. The more I studied art, I think I became more critical of kind of the idea of like a universal kind of voice, which was often in the canon like being a quite male voice. There are so many examples of things that have been like written or made by women and reviewed by men, and the book Heroines by Kate Zambrino really kind of like hammered that home for me, because she has this she writes something in it about the kind of about how the great male modernist writers or whatever were read as universal, but women's work was always, or historically, read as like personal, you know, about them, whereas about society or something larger, and that maybe that the personal or the self can be as representative or fundamental. From that point, I sort of got more into literature and art by women, or like trying to seek to like redefine, I don't know, what my language is and where that comes from. So yeah, I suppose it's a mixture of like always sort of having a sense of the need for feminism, and then my encounters with art and literature definitely have increased that. Being an amateur, or having kind of faith in my own amateurness rather than being afraid of the authority of, or kind of wanting to avoid spaces where I might encounter a man saying, "Oh, you're doing that wrong," or, you know, it'd be easier if you do it like this. Whereas I think it's important to develop my own way of doing things.